Some women drift through Hollywood like smoke. Michele Carey blew through it like a glitter bomb in a tornado. She had it all. The walk, the wink, the waistline. And that voice, like a femme fatale trying to seduce you through a kazoo. You couldn't take your eyes off her. And then, one day, she was gone. But not before she burned her name into the walls of 1960s cinema. With a six-shooter, a high ponytail, and an exit so stylish it should have had its own theme song. Chapter 1, El Dorado's Wildest Thing. Born Michelle Lee Henson in Annapolis, Maryland in 1943, she was raised in Minnesota and then Los Angeles, where she studied classical piano like a proper debutante. But Hollywood doesn't care about Bach. Hollywood cared about cheekbones and chaos. And in the 1966 film El Dorado, Carey got both. She played Joey McDonald, a pistol-packing ranch girl with a gun in her boot and a smirk on her lips. John Wayne and Robert Mitchum growled their way through the movie. But it was Carey, hair teased to heaven, who made people lean forward. She was feral and funny. She didn't act like a woman in a Western. She acted like she'd been dropped there by mistake from another dimension where girls were allowed to be weird. And people loved it. Chapter 2, Elvis and the Dream Girl Nobody Could Explain. In Live a Little, Love a Little, filmed in 1968, Carey was cast opposite Elvis Presley. Peak sideburns, peak confusion. The film was part romantic comedy, part psychedelic fever dream, and part why is this happening? And then, what did I just watch? Carey played Bernice, a woman so bizarre and seductive, she felt like a character from a David Lynch musical that hadn't been written yet. She danced, she purred, she straddled reality like a flamingo in heels. And she somehow made Elvis look normal. She was magic. And Hollywood had no idea what to do with her. Chapter 3, The Disappearing Act begins. After a run of strange, fascinating roles, bit parts in TV shows, Mission Impossible, The Wild Wild West, a few more movies, Dirty Dingus McGee with Sinatra, anyone? Michele Carey vanished from the A-list without a sound. There was no scandal, no headline, no drunken tirade at the Beverly Hills Hotel. She just stopped showing up. She'd later pop up here and there, always looking like a woman who remembered Hollywood with a smirk, not a sigh. Rumors swirled that she'd returned to music, that she was raising a child, that she had married wealth and retreated to Aspen, Colorado. All of it possibly true, or not. She'd been a piano prodigy before the Glamour. Maybe she went back to her first language, or maybe she was just done being stared at. Chapter 4, Style Over Survival. Unlike other bombshells of her era, Carey didn't age into sitcom mom roles or game show panels. She didn't beg for attention. She didn't let the industry chew her up publicly. She did something rarer. She walked away before it could. It was the ultimate Hollywood rebellion. Not dying young, not fading into scandal, but leaving in full control. Carey made her final screen appearance in the early 80s. Then, nothing. A ghost. A mirage in a leather mini dress. A still frame of womanhood too vibrant to explain. She died in 2018, quietly, in her 70s. No tabloid exposés, no tragic ending, just exit stage left. Final curtain. Michele Carey was never the biggest star in Hollywood, but she might have been the coolest. She didn't chase awards. She didn't need reinvention. She played it like a performance art piece. Here Then Gone, she made vanishing look fabulous. So next time you see El Dorado on TV, or stumble across her in that weird Elvis movie with the dog, remember, she was real, and then she wasn't. Just the way she liked it. Love you. Mean it. Just like in old Hollywood.
Tony's a liar, a practiced hypocrite, and a confirmed sybarite.
Which one do you object to?
Mr. Cat, if someone thinks Tony needs killing badly enough to be willing to take the consequences, I don't see that it's any of your business to try and stop it.
It's the only way of earning a living, Miss Roth.
I must say, in poor taste.
You're not very fond of Tony.
Not perceptive.
Perhaps not.
I see. You suspect jealousy.
Shouldn't I?
Jealousy doesn't always lead in a straight line to murder.
But it can. You went to dinner with Tony that night.
Mr. Cat, of the 5 people who were there, possibly excluding Tony himself, I would say that I hated him the least.
You're forgetting Lisa.
You think so?